What's some business stories? Despite the Central Bank of Nigeria's directive to commercial banks and other financial institutions in the country to continue to accept and pay out the old 200 naira, 500 naira and 1,000 naira notes till December 31st, 2023, in line with the recent Supreme Court ruling, oil marketers insisted that they are no more interested in the old naira notes and will not collect them from the public. Secretary, Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Sir Mohammed Shaibu, stated this, that since naira had been redesigned, CBN should make the new notes available, while Mr. Shaibu insisted that until all marketers hear that banks have started collecting it, before they will start to collect it from the public. He further explains that majority of their sales are through bank transfers and point-of-sale service. Still on the naira redesign policy, despite the lingering scarcity, failed online payment transactions increased in February by 4.83%. causing a decrease in the value of cashless transactions to 37.67 trillion naira from 39.58 trillion naira recorded in January 2023. According to the recent data from the Nigerian Interbank Settlement System, e-payment gateways recorded a 41.29% month-on-month increase in February. Cashless gateways are used 901.46 million times in February compared to 638 million times in January. Yet the total value of cashless transactions fell in the month under review, indicating an increase in the number of failed transactions. Away from that and its continued efforts aimed at transforming Lagos State to a 21st century smart city, the state government led by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has reiterated his administration's commitment to creating an enabling environment to enhance development of technological innovation in the state. Special advisor to the governor on technology and innovation, Mr. Olatunbosun Alake, in a chat with me on Business Nigeria, highlighted the state government's achievements and plan for a more inclusive, digitalized Lagos.
When the governor came in, we came in with the themes agenda, and the themes agenda critically looked at education and technology. And of course, this is a large plan. We cascaded the education and technology sector into the innovation and technology master plan. And there are multiple pillars of execution under that plan. One of the things that we sought to do was to provide infrastructure for young entrepreneurs that are seeking to build their innovative businesses. And one of the major projects, or one of the major initiatives that Lagos State has been implementing is the Lagos Innovates program that gives young entrepreneurs vouchers that they can use and redeem at innovation hubs across the city. Wow. The Lagos Innovates program has about 200 partner innovation hubs across the city that young entrepreneurs can use their resources, whether it's internet, electricity, to continually build their businesses. And so a number of young entrepreneurs have been able to get vouchers from Lagos Innovates. Lagos Innovates is run by the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, and they've been running that program for the past 4 or 5 years. As you can see, there is a technology paradigm that is beginning to take over swaths of sectors in Lagos, and that is some of the success stories that we've been seeing. Let's even go to tax as well. You know, people are able to do their tax returns online through the Lagos Inland Revenue Service. Sure. You know, there's quite a bit of work going on in smart cities, trying to agglomerate all our digitized processes together on one platform so that Lagosians can go on one platform and are able to connect to different services in the city.
Away from that, Asian shares markets lead today with financial stocks in Tokyo leading losses as fears of a U.S. banking crisis had investors fleeing the sector and slashing the interest rates outlook even ahead of a U.S. inflation data. Stocks in Asia attempted to stabilize from mid-morning lows. MSCI's broadest index of Asian Pacific shares outside of Japan was down 1.2%. Meanwhile, bonds in Australia and Korea enjoyed their best gains in a decade on the radically changed outlook. Japan's Nikkei dropped 2%, and the yields were diving as traders quit bets that Japan would soon exit its ultra-easy policy setting. Following the shockwaves from the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank, which further pounded global bank stocks, despite assurances from President Joe Biden and other policymakers that there would be a rethink on the interest rate outlook, Moody's ratings agency has downgraded the debt ratings of collapsed New York-based Signature Bank deep into junk territory and placed the ratings of 6 other U.S. banks under review for a downgrade. Moody's, which has rated Signature Bank subordinate debt C, is also withdrawing future ratings from the collapsed bank. The bank further placed under review for downgrade at First Republic Bank, Zion Bank Corporation, Western Alliance Bank Corp., and Comp America Incorporated, UMB Financial Corp., and Intrust Financial Corporation. Well, despite being faced by strong opposition from environmental activists, U.S. President Joe Biden has approved the major oil and gas drilling project in Alaska. This project is located in Alaska's remote North Slope. It is the largest oil development in the region for decades and could produce up to 180,000 barrels of oil a day. But the $8 billion proposal has faced a torrent of online activism in recent weeks, particularly amongst activists on TikTok, claiming Willow is inconsistent and the project will affect its climate and wildlife impact. Meanwhile, Biden's pledge to lead on climate change and allow only 3 drill sites for the project instead of the 5 that were initially proposed. But crude oil prices fell more than $1 today, extending the previous day's slide as the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank rattled equities market and sparked fears about a fresh financial crisis. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude fell today to sell at $73.97 with a downward price review of 1.11%. Brent crude futures experienced a price decline of 0.97% and to sell at $79.99. Bonnie Light sells at $81.58 with a downward price margin of 1.51%. And for the OPEC basket, crude oil dealers are offering $80.72 with a price decline of 1.70%. Well, that's our package from the business desk. We'll take a break. We'll be back with sports news. I'll see you at the top of the hour for Business Nigeria.